Hey guys, thanks for joining me. My name's Chris Reef and welcome to Product Cloner. Let's just go over some of the things that it does for you. Number one, you can clone a single product, and this is going to be the fastest and easiest way. You find through your research whatever URL you want to plug in here. Has to be a Shopify store. You plug it in the URL bar, you hit find product, and boom, the product comes out. It'll give you two choices. It'll give you a choice to clone, or it'll give you a choice to publish. Clone just means that it's in your store and you have time to go ahead and change the description, change this, change that, the weight, make sure everything's to your liking. Publish means like, hey, you like this thing, you want this thing to publish right now and be live. You don't have to put it on your channels. Some people just have online stores, some people have Google and Etsy and all that stuff that's mixed in there with their Shopify store. So you have the clone and publish. Next cool feature is that you can clone someone's whole collection. So let's say that you wanted to test out the beauty niche. You just go to whatever store you found the beauty products and boom, you click. It shows 10 and then it'll just refresh as you go from page to page. So they might have 50 or 60 in the collection, but you can click all 10 at one time and then clone them all. Boom. And the reason we don't publish them all at the same time is because we clone them, then we go in there, we add some tags or whatever so it could build out a collection and then go ahead and make them live. You never want any links that maybe possibly link to their contact us page or their about us page or their whatever pages. So we just make sure that everything is nice and clean, but you can go ahead and bang out a whole collection in a couple minutes. So maybe you want to be in the automotive, maybe you want to be in home improvement, kitchen, whatever. You just find those links and you drop it right in there, as you can see, collection/beauty. But then the one that is the most attractive and actually the best would be to clone their bestsellers. So with all the different spy tools out there, you can easily find people's bestsellers. You find their whole entire collection, and that's the collection you clone first. So if you're not using Google Shopping campaigns right now, you should be. Those should be set up, and then a very easy way to be able to test those and see if they take off on Google or if they take on Facebook. So make sure that you are cloning the bestsellers also. Then, most people have their own little system. They probably have people's stores in like an Excel sheet and stuff like that. All we do is bookmark the site, and that way people that actually are really doing a good job in their business have VAs, have a system, have everything in place where they're finding products, finding new ones, taking ones that are proven, adding it to their store, getting it ready to launch and all that stuff. So basically you can have 10, 15, 20 different VAs working for you for free, finding all the hottest products before they even get launched out there, and you just check them every single day. You just come to the bookmarks, load the bookmark, and now you'll be able to see, did they launch something 17 minutes ago? Did they launch something 24 hours ago? And then you clone it and put it in your store and get heads up on people. Then on some stores, this is kind of cool. It doesn't happen on every single store, but you can actually see the sales volume. So if their shop allows us to go ahead and look at, based on the code, maybe they made 65 sales. You can see here 3, 2, 29. Some of them you'll see that they did 1,600, 16,000. If I started to click through, and everybody knows Sugar and Cotton, if you click through some of their pages 6, 7, 8, 9 deep, you'll see what their most popular products are or were. And you'll see that sometimes they sold like 16,000, 20,000, 100 and something thousand of an item. And you just go ahead and clone it, and sometimes old things become new, so you can go ahead and try to run it. If not, you can just put it in the store and people will come through and make sales with it anyway. Then there's something super cool that we just added, which is done for you targeting. This product cloner came about because we have our VAs working on it, and in our system the VAs are finally starting to take over the testing strategy, because the testing strategy is the same thing over and over for us. So they're going to click on, let's say we found something in the alcohol niche, maybe like something for wine or whatever. We'll find the wine, we'll click it, boom, it downloads the file, they'll upload it to Facebook, they'll go ahead and change the pixel because we didn't add the pixel in the file, and then you'll just go ahead and change to your Facebook page and your creative, and you're ready to roll. Like there's literally a campaign with 10 ad sets, broad interest, boom, all to those niches, and you launch. And in that video I showed it under 2 minutes. Your VA, probably not as fast as you or whatever, may do it in 5 or 10. But in an hour, they could be launching, 5, 10 different products and then back to doing what they need to do. So it makes them keep moving faster and faster. Now, how does this help you? In Huey's store, you could see here in 5 days, we took them from $0 to $12,000, and that's just because we were able to add products from Product Cloner that are already proven to work, and we could do it a lot faster than other people. Like I said, other people that are running the business correctly probably have VAs and have a system, and it goes here for 24 hours, and someone's got to check it, and someone's got to write copy, and this and that. Well, we just go ahead and clone the product, and we can launch in 5 minutes versus, doing it 72 hours or a week later after it's out there. So we get to catch that wave. Keith's store in 4 days went from $0 to $6,400, and Joey's store went from $0 to $3,200 in 5 days. And you can see now he's starting to scale pretty hard here. And you can see just by traffic, you find a good product and it starts to sell, you send more traffic to it, and the numbers are going to go up. Now, everybody's probably like, well, how much do they spend to do that? Well, they're not spending $3,000 to make $3,000 because that's not a real business. But these are the numbers, and with the system that we teach currently right now. And just so you know, this is April 27th numbers. This is on April 29th right now. So all these tactics are like working like right this second. As you can see, we don't have any crazy things going on here. $20 budgets, $40 budgets, 60, 80. I hope that you have that much money to be able to invest in advertising to get money back. Well, $264 for 1,220, and really this is off the 1,220, probably more like 1,400, 1,460, something like that. So that's a 4x ROI. And basically, you'll see as you start to talk to us and see how me and my team work, you could do $1 million in a month and make $1,000, or you can make $1 million a month and make $300,000. There's a big difference. So those are the numbers you're looking at. You're not looking at anything crazy. And once you have a formula and system in place, you can be able to look at these numbers very quickly and be like, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is junk, oh, this is going to die, things like that. Now, how do you get Product Cloner? You go to productclone.com. It doesn't have an R on it. So I want 100 beta testers to come inside of here and to help test it and see what we can do with this and how we can make it better. I'd like to see with maybe everybody's mind collectively what cool stuff we can put in there. So you're going to visit productclone.com, and what you're going to see here is a box that pops up that needs your Shopify URL. Make sure that's not your domain. The software doesn't need like thebestproducts.com. It needs whatever is in your admin area. So whatever you see there, .myshopify.com. That's what goes in that box, okay? Now, something that you may be concerned about, and if you're not, I think that I should bring this up, is that we don't see your orders. We don't see what you're selling. We don't see your hot products. We don't ask for any of those permissions, and every app has different permissions. Some of them need to see your orders, some of them don't need to, and they still look at it. All we ask for in permission from Shopify side is a way to modify products, variants, and collections, and that's because we're bringing it in and cloning it to your store, and then a way to read the products, variants, and collections, because when you hit that edit button, it'll bring you into your admin side, and you'll be able to see it. That's it. We don't see anything else, and I just want to be upfront with that we don't care what you're selling or anything. This is just a tool to be able to help you be able to sell more. And right now, it's currently for the special. It's a 3-day free trial. That way you can go in there, you can look around, you click around, you make sure your VA is able to use this. Maybe you're using it yourself, and then it's $99 a month after that. Or you can choose to do the 1 year upfront, which is only $297. So basically, you only pay for 3 months, and then you have 9 months that is completely free to you. Now, if you give me a couple more minutes, I'll let you know how you can get a 1 month free trial, so a full 30 days to go ahead and take advantage of it. Use it as much as you can. Try to fall in love with it. If you don't fall in love with it, no big deal. You cloned a lot of products and off you went. Now, I want to let you know that since 2016, I've been helping people with Shopify, scaling, bringing new methods to the table, bringing new products to the table, and helping people either quit their job, replace their income, hit $1 million month, things like that. As you can see here, there's so many different testimonials. I'm not going to read them all off, but Doug says, went above and beyond. Thank you so much. Kimberly says, I loved it. I posted it on the day, and I'm posting here again. Thank you for the detailed Facebook ads training. There's just so many testimonials here. I just want to let you know that not only can I do the things that I say, but I'm a very good teacher. I can teach other people how to put systems in place and how to grow their business. How can I help you? Me and my team have set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply some systematic ways to scale your business starting today. Okay, without a system, you're not going to go anywhere. So if you don't know that, hey, step A in my business is to do all the research, put all these products in the store, and then B is to do this, da 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 da, then C, launch this way, and then D, we're looking at all the stuff that we launched. Are we launching 5 products a day? Are we launching 10, 15? You know, depending on what your goals are, you're going to have to launch more products. What kind of products? Who are you launching to? There has to be a system in place, and I want to be able to help deliver that system to you, but personally in your business. Okay, whatever your biggest challenges are, we've seen it and know how to overcome it. I'm not joking about that. We've had tons of PayPals frozen, lost PayPals. We've had merchant accounts blow up in our face, Shopify payments, Stripe, regular merchant accounts, and we still get new merchant accounts, and we still keep moving forward, and we find a way to get our money every single day instead of on delays and reserves. Maybe you lost the Shopify store. Maybe Facebook banned your business manager. Maybe your ads manager, your ad account, and just a bunch of craziness. All the things that since 2015, late 2015, we've overcome every single challenge, and we have plans in place to either avoid those things, or when they do happen, to go ahead and replace them and keep moving forward so we can keep making money. So anything that you've come up with in your business, we've seen problems with, and we can help you overcome them. Now, what's going to happen on this session, it's about 45 minutes, just so you know, that way we can get a couple things, in place and find things out. But we will work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to hit your income goals for this year, whether that's $10,000 a month or $200,000 a month, and building out your exact roadmap to follow. So basically, if you want to make $200,000 a month, it's not going to be the same thing that you do to make $10,000 a month. I wish it was that simple to just be like, oh yeah, we're just going to do more of this. There's a lot of other things in place that comes into action here, where you have to have different customer service in place. You have to have different providers. Maybe you're doing Orbello one by one. We need to switch to CSVs. We need to get an actual sourcing agent in China, make things a lot easier. Just so many different things that we want to make that exact step-by-step game plan for your income goals, okay? What's the cost of the session? Absolutely free. Okay, now why would we be crazy enough to spend time in the next 48 hours doing this for you for free? Well, before I tell you that, let me just let you know that these $10,000 a month and $200,000 a month numbers are real, and I can help you do that. My first store went from zero, like knowing nothing. I didn't even know what Facebook Ads Manager was, nothing like that. From zero to $1 million in under a year. You can see it there from November to July. And then something really important happens here. When you hit $1 million, it changes your mindset. You know that that's possible. And then this is what I'm talking about with systems. How can I do $1 million in a month now? Yeah. How do you do $1 million in a month? Well, I did $1.4 million in 45 days. And you can see here that our biggest day was only $15,000. Here, you can see that I'm nearing the $15,000 range in 5 days. And then now we have new barriers here where we're over $40,000 and then hitting a $73,000 day back to back to back. And a lot of people don't believe that mindset is really important, but it is. There's certain barriers that your brain needs to get by or know that's even possible to be able to get to those next levels. And you could be having that problem where, you think that getting $300 a day is impossible, or $1,000 a day, or $10,000 a day. And I'm going to show you a systematic way, step by step, based on your business model, what you're selling, your price points, all that stuff, to be able to get past those mindset challenges. Okay, what's going to happen on this call? Well, when you come to the call, we are going to get 3 things clear. Okay, number 1, who your target audience is that will bring you in the most money. We want to stop wasting money, promoting to 18-24 if you don't have a product that is selling to them. Maybe we want to target someone in the United Kingdom that is 40 to 45, but your product in the US sells from everyone to 40 to 65. And you already have so much data if you've already spent money on Facebook and Google Analytics. We just want to dig in deep, find what was working, and find where you could have made the most money or how you could have scaled that you missed because you just didn't know what to look at. Number 2, we're going to find the exact price point that you should be sticking to and why. It's pretty hard to do $1 million a month when you're selling a $9.99 product or $6.99 or $14.99, things like that. It's so much easier to do if you're selling a product that's $29.99 or $34.99 or $64.99, $70. Or maybe you're selling a product that's $29.99, but they have to buy 2 of those, or they usually buy 3, or they even buy 4 sometimes. Now we're talking about $129 plus shipping. It's way easier to hit big numbers like that, have big margins, than to sell a ton of the $9.99 and then have way more work to do. So we're going to find out what price point is good for your store, your product, and how we're going to make it happen. Number 3, how you can start implementing this right away. So we want to get off the phone call with you, and we want you to, maybe even on the phone call, start changing some of those things and make things work for you right then and there. We don't want it to be next week, next month, nothing like that. Like actionable stuff right away. And just for getting on the call and talking with us and seeing if we can work together somehow, we're going to give you the bonus, which is a free 30-day trial to Product Cloner. Okay? So who is this for? We don't want to talk to 1,000 people. Let me tell you why. You need to have 2 or 3 hours a day to actually implement these steps that we lay out. So if you're too busy going over here or this or that to the bar, or you're watching Game of Thrones or this or that, and you know you don't have any time to implement these things, they're not going to work for you. And we don't want to be on the phone with you giving you a plan if you can't execute that plan. I'd rather help Johnny over here that does have the time all day long, whatever, and he's ready, hungry, and he's going to do what we say, versus someone that has 2 jobs, doesn't have any freaking time to do any of the work, and can't figure out why he's failing. You must have financial resources to be able to scale the winning products. So this is going to be another big thing. You can find a winning product, and then if you only have $50 to spend every single day, someone's going to come in and take that same product and that has resources like credit cards and could spend $500, $600, $1,000 a day, $5,000 a day, things like that. You don't need to have the 5, 10, 15,000 right away, but you need to have some type of resources. You need to have a credit card, you need to have money in the bank, you need to have people that you can borrow money from, or anything outside the box to be able to, let's take this product and let's push it and make money with it, okay? So if you do not have the financial resources, do not get on the phone with us, because none of this stuff is going to help you. You must be willing to listen and not say, oh, but this other guru said this. We don't care. Other gurus' stuff works for them. And the reason it works for them is the same reason it works for us. We have our own system, we follow the system, and we don't use Guru A stuff, Guru C, Guru E, and pile them all together. It doesn't work like that. If you look right now in your life, if you're following 15 different gurus, you're mixing all those little tiny things, and you're probably looking back and be like, why isn't this working for me? Why doesn't it work like him, doing $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, $1 million a month? It's because they have their own little system and they follow themselves. So if you get on the phone with us, you need to follow one guru. Don't get on the phone with us if you're going to follow someone else's guru, whatever. Use their stuff, no problem. But if you're going to follow our stuff, you follow our stuff to the T and it's going to work for you. If you don't, if you mix it, it's not going to work, bottom line. Okay? So if that's you, go ahead and book a session right now. If you're on mobile, go ahead and click below and start filling out that form. If you're on desktop, most likely it's on the side here. Just go ahead and fill out that form. And what's going to happen is going to lead you to a Calendly link. And you're going to see the open spots in there. Please do not take an appointment from somebody if you cannot 100% commit to picking up that phone when we call you. Make sure you pick a time that you know, set an alarm, put it on your calendar, whatever, because we're only going to call one time. If you don't pick up, we're moving on to the next. We just don't have time to be sitting there calling and calling and calling, okay? It's a completely free session to you. You're going to get 3 things when you get on that phone call. You're going to have actionable steps, and you're going to get a free 30-day trial. If you do not want to get on the phone call, if you do not want the free 30-day trial, you're good with the 3-day, you know how to download it. Go ahead, productclone.com, and I can't wait to talk to you on the phone. Have a good one.